Okay, now let me show you, go over those evidence. Though they may not be in logical order because they are scattered around the different sources. I put them together. So the first, see this screen, I screenshot this from Dr. Wang's website, and that's an article. So question and answer. One question is this: some of the biggest names in the business, VC founding, sports, and entertainment read this column. Is there a person in the world or in the U.S. whom you would love to have a private breakfast or lunch with, and why he or she might see this? Okay, first of all, this article seems very strange to me because there's no. So is this interview conducted by who's the interviewer? We don't know from the source, from the website. So it seems to me that Dr. Wang is designing his own question and answer by himself. He asks himself as if he's interviewed by a prominent platform. So here's how he answers. He said, Mark Zuckerberg, founder of the East, having married a Chinese wife and himself speaks Chinese. In today of Facebook, not only is he a visionary, but he is also emotionally connected to today's world. Well, the editing is so, it's just the editing reminds me of you know whom? Reminds me of the broken English language, the grammatical errors. Reminds me of Archbishop Gustavo in San Antonio, right? Okay. He continues. Not everything from the West is the best, nor is everything from the East. Sounds familiar? Is that Bergoglio or Jesuit, right? It is in combining the best from both the East and the West that we will find the future, the true gems of human nature, tradition, and behavior. The future of mankind does not belong to the East or the West. It belongs to the East and the West together. Oh, very safe, very harmonious, very politically correct, right? Okay. So here there's another screenshot I took from his, Dr. Wang founded many organizations, okay? So this is just one called Wang Foundation. So he said, today most of the Christians in China can now pray openly, fortunately. Only a few years ago, one would have to pray underground. The government made very strict rules that you cannot talk about politics. So let me chime in here. So Dr. Wang has no judgment. He's very smart, right? He's very know how to protect himself. So he doesn't comment further, make more judgment on the government behavior right here, right? And the first sentence, two sentences, they're lies. Everybody know that. He said most of the Christians can pray openly, right? That's not true. He continues, today, despite its economic development, Chinese people need the spiritual guidance and moral compass. That's good. With the falling of the Berlin Wall and crumbling the government already, oh no, it doesn't work. So there is a spiritual vacuum, and it's this historical moment. Okay. He said, I have been involved in translational work for the 7th Bible in Chinese. Well, this sounds particularly ridiculous to Christian, especially to Catholics. Who are you to translate the Bible by your own intelligence, right? My contribution was trying to influence them to make the new translation in modern Chinese. Okay, let's continue. Now think about that. What an historical and unprecedented opportunity for Christianity to march into China. Look at the words. March into China in a major way to transform the 95% of non-Christians in the world's most populous country. Wow, what a noble endeavor. I would say that. And I would say that's very threatening to CCP, because Dr. Wang is encouraging Americans to march into China to evangelize. Oh, Dr. Wang looks very brave, right? Okay, continue. He continues, we are recruiting volunteers now. We have enlisted 100 people so far, and our goal is to have 500 on our team. We plan to send 10,000 of these new Bibles to China. Wow. Dr. Wang, you'll be jailed. You'll be arrested. Really? But you're not. You are so safe. You're doing business with China. Great business with China. And the CCP, the whole apparatus are promoting your movies. How come? You are in danger, threatening them by evangelizing, and also they're promoting you. That's so contradictory. No other Chinese can say things like what you say here, because they fear they're going to be arrested. They're going to be disappeared by sending 10,000 Bibles to China. And you are publicly promoting this, encouraging this. Wow. So he continues, what you can do for us right now is to assist us in identifying more churches that are interested in listening to a presentation about this project so that we can recruit more volunteers. I have already presented this project to several churches, many of which had a full house, standing room only attendance. So I don't know the true intention of Dr. Wang here. One possibility is that CCP told Dr. Wang that, hey, you just talk about that. Don't really do that, okay? And also, the true intention is that, hey, Wang, you just talk about that. Don't do it. Don't really send the Bibles to China, right? You just collect. Your goal is to collect the personal information, the contacts from as many people as possible. And those people would be conservative Christians. And we'll keep that database. That's what we need. We'll keep that database for future use. We'll send you to the governor of Tennessee. And you can mobilize, you can blast to all this huge database you collected. So that's one possibility. That makes sense here. You understand? Or you can have your own imagination. Okay. Yeah. But remember, no imagination is too evil. No, it's too unreasonable in the case of CCP. Meaning, every tactic is possible by CCP for their invasion and infiltration, like a serpent. Okay. But you guys can go to his website to dig more. I have limited time. I don't want to waste really much time on the garbage. Okay, but it's also it's a meaningful cause, right? To investigate and expose all this evidence to you. But I encourage you, you dig deeper and tell us what you find out. So you can go to his website, his charity website, and dig like the financial reports, the program activities, what they really did. Did they really do something, right? And how they collect the money, where the money comes from, and where the money go. Okay. All right. Next page is So there's someone said Dr. Wang is still a Chinese citizen, but the other source say he's already American citizen. So he has many titles, right? The biggest title he's so proud of. He's so self-promoting. He's so exaggerating and bragging, but in essence, he's faking his title, that is his degrees. Okay, so everywhere you see his page, he put a capital letter, Harvard, MIT, Harvard slash MIT, MD, medical doctor, and the PhD. Well, we'll talk about this later in a short while. I think he's faking the degree. Okay, so he's another title is he's a CEO of the USA Eye Hospital. Eye Hospital is a Chinese hospital, and he's bringing the eye company hospital to America, to American market. Okay, so here is a report of how ire in China, the fraudulent cases. One. So there's a Chinese character here. The one of the whistleblowers of the COVID, another doctor, Dr. I, went to the eye hospital to treat her eyes, and got blind, causing her blindness. So she's reporting the case, exposing the case. That may involves the violation of procedure, ethics issue, or bribery. You may also dig his Facebook page. He may have his political views regarding America on his Facebook. And here's a saying that Dr. Wang said he has done 55,000 cases of laser eye surgeries. And we think that's exaggerated. Well, thinking about this, average eye doctor, about one surgery a week, so 3 to 5 surgeries. No, about 3 to 5 surgeries per week. If he works 5 days a week and do surgery every day, an average of 5 surgeries a day, it takes about 40 years, 40, to achieve 50,000 cases. Okay, so that's one way we can question his number. And the promotion cost of the movie, The Sight, is about $9 million. And the team, the people, the promoters some of them are affiliated with the CCP, the consulate here, and CCP Media. Uh, and here it says that the first show, the debut of the movie, they even play the national song of PRC, right? The national song is actually, the PRC. Who's PRC? That's communist regime. And they require the audience to take picture with the take the picture and leave with their contact info during the screening. And they, this movie, they got into, they persuade, they persuade many Chinese churches, the Protestant churches in America, to buy into the movie, to do the screening, right? And they try to pitch their movie as an evangelical message, right? And after watching that, many Christians feel they're being lied to. It's not evangelical, gospel centered movie. Okay. So there are more complaints, like he's using the Chinese church venue, and he said he will provide pizza and water, but when the church prepays all this, and Dr. Wang never offers to reimburse. And the people must spend $20 to buy his book in order to take a picture with him. And sometimes when he promises people to provide free consultation to their eye problem, when that happens, he never actually delivered his promise. Instead, he keeps bragging about his movie, his title, right? The capital letter title: Harvard, MIT, PhD, and MD, and busy with taking picture with the audience, with his fans. Okay, here you need to pay attention to those people. They're the truth tellers. Okay, of course, they're hated by CCP. One is Gordon Chang. Okay, take a note. Shi Van Fleet. Okay, she's from China. She's been through everything. And Tucker Carlson interviewed her. She has a book, Mao's America. Buy it. Read it. And then Lady Tang Williams, also from China. She's running for the representative of the House. And the Bing Xie, the Great Translation Movement. And he's posting the real scenes, real stories, happenings, the video clips on the soil of China, so you can see the real China. And this is those China. The real China is Dr. Wang, is the things that Dr. Wang would not tell you. Moshan, USA. Actually, most of the evidence are collected by Moshan, USA. And Lydia, the owner, she's interviewed by Fox News. She's very brave. And herself is a PhD. And this is a big one. Miles Yu. He is the chief advisor on China policy to the Michael Pompeo, okay, Secretary of State under Trump. There's also, so those people born and grew up in China, so they knew China. And they are moral, they are courageous, they tell the truth. So here's from Bing Xia's post. New movie site is about an eye doctor who is from China, but I'm not going to watch it. The movie talks about Wang's painful time during Cultural Revolution, but Wang himself never said a word against the CCP. And the teams and groups promoting it all have close ties with the CCP. So there's some evidence here, some pictures here, you see. This is from Mo Shang. Side is a movie suspiciously promoted by CCP operators. We're deeply concerned that Angel Studios might have been cheated by the cunning and subtle United Front work. The Chinese community has witnessed how the CCP's friends and United Front members have worked hard over the past year to take it from a free movie to one with enough viewers, most from American Chinese families, to go public. This movie is essentially an advertisement for Dr. Wang himself, intended to build his road to political power. Dr. Wang frequently mentions his educational background, graduating from but also from Harvard, also falsely claims a degree from MIT, which is very odd. He claims to be a devout Christian, but many Christians who watch the movie feel he puts personal ego ahead of God in it. The portrayal of the Cultural Revolution is also questionable. The CCP and its allies have invested huge amounts of money to promote its site. During its premiere in California, the Chinese national anthem was played. Gao Weiwei is a social media influencer suspiciously working for the CCP, hoping to promote the movie on her platform. Eva Zhou, who promoted the Gao Weiwei channel and the movie, has also shared anti-Semitic content such as a video alleging that 911 was intentionally ostrated by Israel and the U.S. Additionally, she has disseminated content from Chinese QAnon platforms like the infamous Despite residing in Maryland, Eva donated. Okay, so you can see all this. Trying to connect the dots here. So here's somebody asked the Wang, you attend the political activities often. Are you Republican or Democrat? And he smiles. He said, Dr. Wang said, well, recently I attended the Republican. I've been through ideological transition. Right now I'm just in dilemma. Democrats are concerned about minorities. That's what I'm passionate about. Well, by the way, let me chime in. He said he's very passionate about. He feels he's being discriminated, racially discriminated. So he said he's very passionate about racism, right? Okay, continue. He said, but as my finance and socioeconomic status getting better, changes, I become to echo with some of the ideas of the Republicans. For example, lower the tax, lower the government intervention. And he said, I have a good friend who's a senator, Bill Friest. Uh, I attended his fundraising event. So I am a emotionally Democrat and a rationally Republican. Okay. Yeah, can you taste that? Taste that. Okay, have a taste of that. I'm emotionally Democrat, rationally Republican. Well, this is like maybe like the Red Guard in the Cultural Revolution, right? So it's like rationally I shouldn't kill people, I shouldn't betray people, but emotionally I killed them, right? And here we go. So Dr. Wang said, even though I'm a moderate conservative, I do believe that if, hey, let me chime in here. Don't tell people you're a conservative. Okay. I think you're just disguising yourself as conservative. Yeah. So he continues. He said, I do believe that if Biden does win, having a VP who's a woman, Harris, oh, the notorious Harris, the most evil Harris. Okay, he said, I do believe that if Biden does win, having a VP who is a woman of color will provide our country with a much needed, fresh, important perspective, not only from an African American standpoint, but also from an Asian and Latinos. Okay, interesting. Okay, here, Kevin McCarthy said China's deception has directly led to American death. They covered up the truth about the virus. They hoarded the PPE, tried to extort others for political leverage. Now they are trying to hack our victims. Why are Democrats defending the Chinese Communist Party? And Dr. Wang said, while we do need to hold China's CCP responsible for much of the happening right now around the world, we need to recognize that blaming others won't help us. We need to focus our energy and attention mainly on ourselves. Beautiful, right? Yeah, very politically correct, like Pope Francis and the Jesuits, right? Okay, here's very confirmed evidence. Okay, uh, who are promoting and interviewing and making promotional documentaries praising and uplifting Dr. Wang and calling him the glory of the Chinese. Who? Who is a promoter? Who is a mastermind? It's CCTV. That's the mouthpiece. That's a mouthpiece of CCP. So CCP is CCTV. CCTV is CCP. Okay, here's from Mo Shang. I wrote a WeChat blog in Chinese exposing. Let me see here. Oh, I think I need to cut from here. It's too long. I'll make another in the next